to tutorial 11. This is video 2. In video 1 we had declared our interface. We had made the database object implement that interface data, which means the object database has signed a contract with interface data that will implement all of its 6 methods. So we've now declared those 6 methods that we're going to need for our database object in our interface, and we've implemented them and defined them in our database object. So we should now not get an error. So let's just make sure that's the case. Still an error on line 11. So what's causing that? Connect doesn't have any of its parameters, so let's add those. So now if we run it, there shouldn't be an error, which is true, so we're ready to start. But what we've got to do first of all is we've got to create a constructor for our database object. We can create the constructor by saying public function construct, and that passes in the values. Host, user, password. It passes in the database, and it also passes in the table. Let's leave it at that. So we need to create properties inside the class which will hold these values. So let's say private host, private user, private password, private database, private table. Let's say that. And then once we get into this constructor, let's say that this host is equal to whatever host is passed to the constructor. This user is equal to the username that is passed to the constructor. This password is equal to whatever password is passed to the constructor. This database is equal to whatever database is passed to the constructor. And this table is going to be equal to whatever table is passed to the constructor. So there we go. Happy days. So just to make sure the constructor is running, we'll print all this information out. So we'll say echo host is set to this host, and then we'll take a new line and we'll, so that looks good. So let's copy that. We need to copy that a couple of times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. And we'll say that let's just quickly check the time. See what we're doing. Okay, still got a bit of time. So we'll say that user is set to this user. We'll say that password is set to this password. We'll say that database is set to this database, and we'll also say that table is set to this table. Okay, that's our constructor built. So it's starting to get the skeleton of our object looking good. So let's just check that that's running. So for you, if you don't already know, as soon as an object's substantiated, as soon as there's an instance of a class, as soon as the class is instantiated, the constructor should run automatically. We don't need to call it. So let's make an instance of our class, our database class. So let's say that connect db equals new database database small d, and we're going to pass in the values. We're going to have the username. The user is going to be root. The password is going to be Gary 1987. It passes in the host first, so we'll have to give it the host first. So we'll say that the host is localhost. We'll say that the database is going to be the test database that I've got set up, and the table is just going to be cool. We'll call it cool table. So we've made an instance of our object, and we'll save that, and we'll just check that it's calling the constructor as soon as there's an instance of the object. So let's do that. Undefined variable database on line 22, so we've got an error, unfortunately. So database. So that should be a capital B. Alright, now we're in business. So let's run that again. Yep, and now it's automatically calling the constructor as soon as we created the instance of the class, as soon as we created the object, and all the values are set appropriately. So that's cool. So we'll look at starting to define our methods in the next video. Okay, thank you.